Most people think starting a business in Singapore is easy because the country is business-friendly. But here's the truth no one tells you. A lot of foreign founders fail before they even make their first sale, not because the idea is bad, but because they make avoidable mistakes right at the start. In this video, I'll show you the 7 biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make when starting a business in Singapore in 2026, and how to avoid them so you don't waste time, money, or get stuck with compliance problems later. Let's start with mistake number 1. Choosing the wrong business structure. This is where most people fail immediately. Some founders rush into registering a company without understanding the difference between a sole proprietorship and a private limited company. For most foreigners, a private limited company is the smarter option because it gives better credibility, liability protection, and easier banking access. Mistake number 2 is using a weak or unrealistic business activity. Singapore takes compliance seriously. If your business description looks vague, risky, or suspicious, banks and payment gateways may reject you. For example, Alex tried registering a general trading company with no website or business plan. His bank application got delayed for weeks. Now here's where it gets interesting. Mistake number 3 is ignoring banking requirements before registering the company. A lot of founders think company setup is the hard part. It's not. Opening the bank account is often harder. Singapore banks usually want proof of business activity, contracts, invoices, or a professional website. But here's the problem. Many people spend money forming the company first, then discover they cannot easily open the account. Mistake number 4 is underestimating compliance costs. Singapore is efficient, but you still need annual filing, bookkeeping, accounting, and tax submissions. Jake started an agency thinking there were no ongoing requirements. 1 year later, he faced penalties because he ignored filing deadlines. In a minute, I'll show you the mistake that causes the most visa rejections for foreign founders. Mistake number 5 is applying for the wrong visa. Many entrepreneurs assume registering a company automatically gives residency. It does not. You may need an employment pass or EntrePass depending on your business model and background. Mistake number 6 is trying to look too small. This sounds strange, but Singapore prefers businesses that look serious and scalable. A professional domain email, proper website, and clear branding can make a huge difference when dealing with banks, payment processors, and immigration. Now here's the biggest mistake of all. Starting a business without understanding the local market. Singapore is competitive. What works in another country may completely fail there. Smart founders test demand first before investing heavily. So, here's the bottom line. Singapore is one of the best countries in the world for entrepreneurs, but only if you approach it correctly. Focus on compliance, proper structure, banking preparation, and a real business plan from day one. If this video helped you avoid costly mistakes, hit like, subscribe, and comment below with the business you want to start in Singapore.